Hi, I'm Julian McCabe and this is my video reflection. During the short film, I was one of the camera operators and I was also editor of the short film. Now with any film, there were some difficulties. The difficulty while filming was creating a lighting setup in the bedroom when Noah's checking his phone because we wanted to portray that it was early morning. We also didn't want to make it too dark where there was a bunch of grain and having to go back in and make it difficult for me to edit in post-production. Now while editing, some difficulties I ran into was that I had to go through with Esme and we had to exclude quite a bit of footage that we had originally planned for. We have a practice race sequence where Noah and Esme run out of the apartment building and they're going on this practice race and they're supposed to finish at the park. And at the park, Esme is supposed to lose and she glares up at Noah and with this look of resentment. It's the feeling you're supposed to get from the shot. But we ended up not being able to mix it in because of the continuity factor. When they finish the race, they are wearing the same clothes they were wearing when they left the apartment. But when we wanted to include the montage, we weren't sure where to put it because the montage is supposed to show a passing of multiple days and they're all changing clothes in these days. Another difficulty while editing was that we ended up filming this breakfast montage breakdown to show the passing of time while Noah's getting ready to train. After putting it all together, we ended up finding out that we didn't have enough shots that led into it. And finally, I think the biggest difficulty with the short film was finding music for it. Originally, we had planned that we wanted to do separate tracks for each sequence, and then when we tried to do that, it was very chaotic. There was a lot of sounds going on, so we decided that just picking a single track. So then once we decided that, it got a little harder. It was pretty hard to find a track that started off happy and ended with this eerie, looming betrayal feeling. But in the end, we ended up picking out of 3 songs what we thought was best. Leading into the strengths of the film, I thought that our talent was very easy to work with. Noah took instruction very easily. Esme was also really good to work with. She knew, because she was director and came up with the idea, she knew that how she wanted the scene to look. Another strength was I was able to make it so the colors popped and it was a more positive note during the training sequence and leading up to right before the crash. And then you pop up to Esme and it's just this dark feeling. You're like, oh my God, she did it. I can't believe it. But overall, I had a great time. Definitely learned a lot about the planning, the shots that you know you're gonna have to take out or reshoot multiple times, and especially about the editing of the film and receiving criticism and being able to work with that and turn it around into what everyone else was expecting. So definitely a great experience to learn from.